It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Jonathan Brooks, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Panthers and the Saints on...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who played collegiately in College Station, their rookie quarterback from Texas A&M.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Throwing to start the drive. Tatum. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Young going to give to Brooks. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Here's Young from the shotgun. That's taken in. It's Xavier Liggett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. The Panthers at 9-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Young will set to throw.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Brooks here.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. A play fake. Now Young. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Young working out of the gun. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pete Warner came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
President jumped him all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
These two teams all tied after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a second and long situation. Young to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Third down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Perry on the move to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Tatum. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Operating from the gun. Tatum. They'll get this out to Kamara. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks set to go once more.
He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season, and if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Young. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Young.
That's pulled in by Brooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And with that last run, he's going to move past the 1,500-yard mark in rushing for the year as he continues his climb up the single-season rushing charts.
It's Young off play action. He'll buy some time right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Escaping the pressure right.
Got a man. That's the gap.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They'll try it now with Brooks.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bryce Young,
his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Panthers add 6 to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That was Eric Johnson in there to drop him for his sack. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing to start the drive. Tatum. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd and 11. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tatum. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tress Way now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Now Young. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. In motion goes the tight end. To the air once more, Young. It's caught by Bryant. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Young. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Young. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Looking to throw, Young. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Young to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Tatum. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And running with power here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Throwing to start the drive. Tatum buying time to his left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd and 5. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, very huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Down to the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Brooks is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd and 9 now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 8 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Young will set to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Taken down by Pete Werner. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Running the toss to Brooks here.
148 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Young off the bootleg. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Tatum. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Derek Brown, his 2nd sack of the night.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion right, Peoples-Jones.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tatum.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And down to the 16-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers 15-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Tatum. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
And he returns this to the 22. The visitors' offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now a give to Brooks running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
Still second
And let's
down.
face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the ground, here's Brooks. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Young now. It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing, Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Young going to give to Brooks. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Panthers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.